Hello friends, so this is Vinith from Techies Hub. So today's video is all about change request related to PMP certification. So this is the agenda of this video. So it's like introduction, change request sequence, then change control process overview, 12 important points, and some CR change request as input and output in the process and process groups. So let's get started. So this is the introduction. So the change control process is a very important topic for PMP exam. An aspirant can expect minimum 20 questions in relation to change control process in a real exam. So this is the change control sequence. So first of all, the CR is requested by a stakeholder. So first of all, we will enter the request in the change log. Then the project team assess the change on project constraints and other factors. Then the stakeholder is informed about the impact of the change. Then the change request is shared to the change control board for a review and approval. So the change control board approves, rejects, or defers the CR and shares to the sponsor for final authorization if sponsor is not part of CCB. So sometimes if the sponsor is part of CCB, then he does not have to share this to sponsor for final approval. In most of the cases, sponsor is also part of CCB. Then the CCB or sponsor decisions are recorded in the change log. So everything is actually captured in the change log. Then update the project management plan or baselines or affected documents. So if it is approved, then if this CR is implemented, then what all changes it's going to happen, that should be updated in all these documents. Then inform the stakeholder with change log information and outcome. Then implement the approved change request. Then update with validated changes, post-approved change request reviewed by quality control or lead team. So this is pretty much about the change request sequence. So actually, let's discuss more in details. So the changes are evident in our project. It is the duty of the project manager to control changes. So change requests can be raised by any stakeholders involved directly or indirectly in the project. Changes may be initiated verbally, but they should be recorded in written form and entered into the change management plan or the configuration management system. So all new change requests are input to the perform integrated change control process, while approved change requests are its output. So the output of the perform integrated change control is the approved change request. The perform change control is a process of reviewing all change requests, approving and managing changes to deliverables, project documents, and the project management plan. So this process can be performed throughout the project, and the project manager is ultimately responsible for managing this process. All changes are managed by following change management plan in order to ensure that the project goals remain aligned with the business needs. All change requests should be approved by the change control board if their presence is defined in the change management plan and by the customer or sponsor unless they are part of CCB. So this change control board, all the details are actually mentioned in the change management plan. So we will be following the process mentioned in the change management plan. So the change management plan documents the roles and responsibilities of the CCB. So the change management plan also defines each committee member's role and the level of authority within the group and committee rules and procedures for decision making. It also specifies the number of people needed to pass a vote, who has the authority to break ties when noting on change request, and who may have the ability to overrule the committee in certain cases. CCB often uses multi-criterion decision analysis, a decision matrix, to provide a systematic analytical approach to evaluate requested changes according to a set of predefined criteria. Other decision-making techniques, those are included as a part of handling change requests, are voting and autocratic decision making. The configuration management plan describes the configurable items of the project and identify the items that will be recorded and updated so that the product of the project remains consistent. The standards outlined in the configuration management plan determines which of the project documents among the 33 project documents are subject to change control process. Normally, all project deliverables and project management plans are part of change control process. Alternate analysis and cost benefit analysis are data analysis techniques used in performing integrated change control process. Approved change requests are input to three processes: direct and manage project work, control quality, and control procurements. The disposition of all change requests are recorded in change log as a project document update. So here actually we have a pictorial representation of the change request as an input and output in process and process groups. So actually whichever it's marked, it's ticked, actually it's the change request is an output, and in whichever is not marked, so actually it's not an input. So you could see that, oh, actually in almost initiating, planning and executing, we could see the change request is an output. Then moving on to monitoring and controlling process, you can see that in perform integrated change control, it is an input, but it's not an output. And in all other cases, the change request can be an output. So actually, thank you